Hi everyone, Tracy Bish here for Tracy's Sunday Challenge. I hope you're ready for a wonderful challenge. We are in December, so of course there's going to be a lot of Christmas or gift giving challenges this month, which I hope helps you to get that little bit more prepared for Christmas. I know I probably should have started in November for you all, but there's always those last minute gifts. So if you're new here, welcome. I'm a Stampin' Up demonstrator in Central Victoria, Australia, and I would really love it if everyone joined in that watches today in the challenge, because the more people that join in, it's always so much more fun. So I'm just going to wait just a few minutes to see who pops on. If you are watching, please let me know that you're watching, and it's always nice to see who's watching. Even if you're watching later after the live, just pop on and say hello. Morning, Marianne. Morning, Diana. Oh, it's lunchtime, I think, around over there with you. So that's really nice that you can come in and join us. Hi, Glenda. How are you all? So it is Sunday. Hopefully you've had a really relaxing weekend so far, and you've got something fun planned for the rest of the afternoon, or a nice relaxing time. I think for me, my husband and I went Christmas shopping yesterday, which was extremely stressful. But we've got everyone's presents, so I'm so happy. It's nice to have that feeling of everything being done. So I think today I'll be wrapping and getting them under the tree, and hopefully just a little bit more crafting. And it's a beautiful day here today, so lots of washing, which is always good to get done on the weekend as well. What else did I want to say? So we had a really cool day yesterday, which was beautiful as well. It's nice to have a few hot days and then break it down with some cool days. So I was very happy yesterday to be able to go shopping and it'd be nice and cool, which, yeah, I don't tend to do well in heat. So luckily it wasn't hot. Anyway, so this week's challenge is gift giving. And I try and print out the graphic. I didn't do that this week, but it doesn't matter. It's gift giving, and it's gift giving season. So that's always fun. Let me show you the project that we're creating today, which is absolutely adorable. It's using my favourite stamp set from the mini catalogue, the Sweets and Treats. This one is retiring. So if you don't have it, it is now on the retiring list and you can pick it up. Once they're sold out though. But this one's so great because it really does so many different occasions. You've got apple pie or any pie that you would like to create, toffee apples, plum puddings. We have patty cakes, a heart, which make great on biscuits. You could do like a circle from the layering circle dies and pop one of those in the middle. It looks like one of those cute biscuits that you make, and a cake display. So it's really, really cute. Glenda just says she's had wild thunderstorm and heavy rain. Oh no. Look, Queensland's had some amazing floods right now, so look after yourself, Glenda, and hopefully that rain sort of dries up a little bit for you all. So let me show you. This little box has been made perfectly for what holds inside, and I've had it sitting there for a little while, so it might be a little bit stuck under there. I'll take this off. It's a little Christmas cake. Now, I got these at Aldi. They're super cheap. A great little gift, individual serves. And I've just created the box to fit that in perfectly. So I thought this was just a lovely idea. This would be great for a teacher's gift, a Kris Kringle, a Secret Santa, something like that, like a work gift. I'm not going to struggle with that. But anyway, it goes together. It's so cute. It does go in there because I got it in there before. And we're using cherry cobbler as our colours because this ribbon is absolutely gorgeous. Also, again, on the retiring list. So if you don't have it, you want to use it, get it now. All right, so I'm going to bring in some of my things that we're going to be using. I have pre-die cut two circles. This one is the, let me say, got the 5th smallest and the 4th smallest, and this is Green Apple Green and Cherry Cobbler. That's just for our little tag at the front. So let's get moving. Cherry Cobbler is our box base, and this is an A4, but I'm going to cut it down really quickly. I thought I won't do too much prep, just to help you out if you want to craft along with me. But all the measurements will be over my blog. They're actually over my blog now. There is a link to that blog post in the description of this video, I believe. I'll check that once I get off. But all the measurements, all the supplies are listed there as well. So we have Cherry Cobbler card. We're going to cut it down at 9.5 by 6 inches. So let's do that really quickly. And I'm using also the wintry embossing folders, which are also retiring. So lots of retiring things, which is very, very sad, especially some of the ones that I'm really happy to have. Okay, so we're going to do some scoring. On the 9.5 inch side, we're going to score at 1.5 inches, 3 inches, 5.5, and 7. And turning it to the 6 inch side, we're going to score at 1.5 inches on each end. Now, while I have the paper trimmer out, I'm actually going to bring in my designer series paper, because I'm going to cut down for the sides, so all the way around has designer series paper. I've used the Sweet Stockings DSP, which is gorgeous. This is such a cute, I've used this a ton. So many cute little puppies, and there's cats, there's birds, there's hamsters, there's so many different designs. So it's a really great designer series paper, especially for the holidays. And great images that you can just fussy cut out and add to your boxes or treats or whatever you're doing, or your cards. But this is the design that we're going to use, and I'm going to need, let's have a look. Let's have a look. And I think my measurements are wrong, because I've got 1. Let's have a look. 2 7/8 by 2 3/8. Let's make a change on this. 2 7/8 by 2 3/8. Yep. So 2 3/8. I don't know how those measurements don't make any sense. So 2 7/8. Let's just make sure. Yep. So the front and back measure 2 7/8 by 2 3/8. Just 2 7/8 by 2 3/8. And then we have our sides, which I think's where we have 1 3/8 by 2 3/8. So 1 3/8. By 2 3/8. So we have 1. Let's do another one. So I'll definitely have to go back and change my blog post for those measurements, because I've got that written down in my book wrong. Okay, so that's our DSP. I'm going to move those out of the road. Let's start putting our box together. So I'm just going to fold and score on all our score lines using my bone folder. What's everyone's plans for the day? I'm going to try and enjoy today too. back to work tomorrow, so I feel like we completely rushed yesterday, running around like headless chooks trying to make sure that we had everything for everyone. So anyway, okay, so let's bring this in. We have a smaller rectangle, a small rectangle, big square, small rectangle, and then another big square. This is our top of our box. So for our top, we're going to get rid of these 2 top tabs, these 2 squares on either side. So I'm going to start with that one. And you can reuse these cut-off pieces if you'd like. Pop them in your scrap folder. You can do some die cutting. Depends on how big your scrap folder gets, I think. Okay, these 2 are going to be our sides of our box. So our side closures. And what we're going to do is we're actually going to cut them down a little bit so they fit in the side of the box a little bit better. So we're going to cut up the side. I'm going to actually take off almost half. And then we're going to miter cut in on either side. And as usual, that's not very straight, so let's try again. Much better. Okay, same for the other side. So it's basic box, you do the same on either side. And I'm pretty sure you'd probably get these little cakes at every Aldi, possibly all around the world. Okay, so that's that one. These ones here, all we're going to do is cut up onto each score line. And this is how the box goes together. That's the base of the box. I love creating little boxes and bags. Does everyone else make little treats and gift ideas at Christmas time? Okay, so that is our basic box. What I'm going to do, because every time I do it, if I add the DSP before I put the box together, I always make mistakes. It wouldn't matter in this instance because the DSP is not directional, but every time I've done it where it's been directional, I've always made a big mistake. And these ones aren't quite the same, so I'm just going to cut a little bit more off so they're a little bit more uniform. All right, so I have a template. This is where we're going to pop our tear and tape. So these 2 bottom pieces. And what actually happens is we pop it on the inside here. Then the tab comes up and goes to the inside of the box. And then this one comes to the back. So we've got our opening at the back of the box. It's not showing at the front. It just makes it all nice and neat. So I'm going to bring some tear and tape in and add some. You could use liquid adhesive as well. That would work just as well. Marion's having a quiet day. It's always good to have some quiet days. Now there is a bit of weight to this Christmas cake. So you want to use very good adhesive. I've probably gone overboard, but I don't like things to fall apart. I'm always really stressed about things not staying together, things falling apart on someone once I've given it to them. So I would much prefer to use more than less. And that goes the same with dimensionals. I think our adhesive is extremely affordable. And yeah, it's not worth scrimping over, I don't think, anyway. Okay, so I'm going to take these ones off, touch it to this piece, the outside of that piece. So just lining up the edges. Perfect. And I'll do the same for the other side. So has everyone got their Christmas shopping done, or you're still going? There's a lot of things not available at the moment, which can make it a little hard. I suppose we could do more handmade too, really. That'd make a really good Christmas, I think, like a total handmade Christmas. And I suppose a lot of people do that already. But for those non-crafty out there, I think that might cause more stress than actually buying something. Personally, I don't like shopping. I don't like crowds. And Christmas crowds are the worst. So can you guys hear my belly? I am so hungry. I have breakfast after I do my lives, so. Oh, Diana says handmade gifts. Fantastic. Marion's ready. She's just waiting for the day. Fantastic. Okay, so we have the box put together. Let's bring in that DSP. I'm going to put those on with just some liquid adhesive, so Tombow glue. And you could use any DSP that's Christmassy. I must admit, this is one of my favourites in the mini catalogue this year. Just because of that and the Whimsy and Wonder. I think that's my definite favourite. But I just love all these little puppies. I wish there was a German Shepherd one like our dog Riley, but the Golden Retriever's cute too. And just our sides. Oh, you know what? Before you pop the box together, I was supposed to put this through the embossing. Like that. Which I'm not going to be able to do now because I've popped my box together. But you know what? It does look really good. It doesn't matter if it's not done that way, but yeah, that looks really good, doesn't it? The lighting's not the best in here, sorry. So please yourself. Obviously, you've got to do that before you put the box together. But I'm always 10 steps before I should be. But it won't matter. Okay. And then we can work on our front. So we have our Granny Apple Green, our Cherry Cobbler. And then I have just a piece of thick basic white. I'm going to grab out my plum pudding. And we're just going to colour these with the Stamping Blends. This one is perfect for all your colouring. You could use blends, markers, the blender pen. What else could you use? The watercolour pencils as well. And I'm just going to stamp that with the Memento Tuxedo Black ink. This set's photopolymer, so it's really easy to see through. Great. Now I like to leave that to dry just for a few minutes, otherwise you have that black blend in a little bit. What I'm going to do is I'm going to tie that beautiful Cherry Cobbler ribbon all the way around. And I'm coming to the end of this one, so that's pretty amazing. I've used this one a lot throughout the Christmas season. So I've just wrapped it around the side. And I want to create a nice little bow. And this just helps put it, hold it all together. You could leave the ribbon off. You could also not do a bow and just do like a fake bow, faux bow. Do a knot. And I've got to fiddle with this just a little. Cute. And I've got to put this on straight away because otherwise they go on the floor. And I'm so worried that one of our dogs are going to pick it up. Oh, Marion said the pancakes are mixed and just waiting for me. Fantastic. I'll be over soon. Okay, so we have that. This should be ready to go now. So the colours that I'm using to colour it in, we have Granny Apple Green, and I've got actually the dark cherry cobbler, and also the light cinnamon cider. Now they come in a combo, a light and a dark, and you could choose other colours if you would like to use other colours. It doesn't really matter. I just wanted to tie these colours all together. For green, I love the Granny Apple Green. I love bright colours. And I'm not doing anything special with colour blending or anything like that, just straight colouring. I don't know whether it's my laziness or I'm just not that great at colouring. I need to try a little bit more, I think. And then I'm just going to come in and just add some green in here. Like that. Cherry cobbler for the little berries. And the other pieces. And I really like the cinnamon cider. It's like a light pudding. You could do early espresso if your family has the dark puddings. I grew up on Christmas puddings, but I love Christmas cake. I think Christmas cake's just really beautiful. And the Lion's Christmas cake is what I usually go with. So I'm just going to quickly colour this one in. Trying to be a little bit careful, but not take too much time for yours. See, very basic colouring there. This would be a great little job for kids too. You get the kids to colour them in for you. All right, so I'm just going to quickly fussy cut. And you want to leave just a little bit of a white border around. Make it a bit smaller for me. So if anyone got ideas of what they might create for the gift giving challenge, I think it's always nice to have those little last minute gifts just there waiting, just in case you get something that you weren't expecting. Someone pops by. Easy. All right, and we're just going to layer those circles up together, and we're just going to use the liquid adhesive for our 2 circles. Of course, we've got to use dimensionals to pop up the plum pudding. And I might just cut off just some for the leaves there. If I cut one in half, I want to make sure that it's lifted a little bit to protect it. There we go. And I've been using a ton of rhinestones, just your basic rhinestones lately. And I'm leaving them plain, but what I love about the rhinestones, not only are they super cheap, but you can colour them in with your stamping blends and make them any colour. So you've got embellishments for any project if you've got that stamping blend. So I'm just going to add 3, one down here as well. Cute. All right, so the trick to this is you want to place it down, making sure where the lid goes, you only want to put dimensionals down the bottom, and that lets the lid go down behind it and keep in place, but doesn't get stuck. So right down the bottom. And the other thing is you want to make sure that it's sturdy enough that it keeps it closed. So you can't scrimp too much. And I'll get away with another one there, I think. Backing. Let's see. Yeah. So I've still got the ribbon attached, so that's why it's sort of not coming off as easy. Once you take the ribbon off, it will come off properly. How cute is that box? So, you know, it doesn't matter that I didn't emboss. It's just one less step, I suppose. The embossing does look really nice. I'm just going to add this back together. Put it in behind there, and you can see which one you like best. I think this one definitely does look a little bit more plain, being left unembossed. There we go. What do you think? Love it. Diana said she has some decorated mini paper pumpkin boxes. She put gift cards in. Oh, that's a great idea. Marion says both are stunning. Oh, thank you. Yeah, so that's my challenge for this week. I hope that you've really enjoyed it. Don't forget, I will change the directions or the measurements over on my blog later on, so come back and have a look at that. Quickly, while I have you here, I also just want to quickly say, for the month of December, anyone who purchases still gets the handmade card, which I have it here, I can show you. This handmade card, as well as a bundle tutorial. If you're spending over $50 between the 1st and the 12th of December, you will be part of an online card class, which this is awesome. If you spend over $100 using the host code, not only will you get the handmade card, the bundle tutorial, the online class, you'll also get the card kit free. I'll send them to you. And I just want to quickly show you the card kits. So you're going to get a quarter pack of the beautiful Penguin Place Designer Series paper. That was that penguin design from the Celebration catalogue, just gone. You'll get a quarter pack of that with all the card kits. And what stamp set I've actually used is the Biggest Wish, but you could use any sentiment stamp set that you have with this class. So it's pretty much whatever you have, you use. Let me show you the cards that are part of this online class. Super cute, really easy, quick cards, but they're just gorgeous. There's that wintry embossing folder in the background. I don't know how well that camera's picking up, but there is extra texture there. This cute card, love it. This one. And the last one. So you'll get the snowflakes as well if you purchase the over $100 in my online store between the 1st and the 12th. So this is just a little extra bonus that I have going on this early December. Alrighty, so thank you so much for everyone popping on and joining in today's challenge. I would love to see what you come up with. So all you need to do is create your project or your card, whatever you're creating. Head over to my Facebook page, go to the post that has the Facebook, the challenge link in it, and just pop your photo of your project in the comments there. And I would love to see what you're creating. Oh, thank you, Glenda. Oh, thanks, Donna. Beautiful. Thank you so much, everyone. I really, really appreciate everyone popping on and joining me today. All right, I'll see you next Thursday for another Create with Tracy, and I hope you can join me. That is 5:30 on Thursday. All right, see you later. Bye.